Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really digging into something fundamental in volleyball attacking.
Yeah, that whole dance of timing and coordination.
Exactly, that moment where everything comes together, the approach, the jump, the swing to hit the ball effectively. We've got some interesting sources to help us break it down.
Right, sources looking at how athletes sync everything up, anticipate the set, and really maximize their contact height. It's pretty complex when you get down to it.
Okay, so let's start there. One source, looking at the Canadian Elite Academy's advanced sessions, mentions these are for, pretty experienced players.
Right, like grades 10, 12, maybe 2+ years of high school or club ball, plus academy time.
So what does that tell us? Is this timing thing something you only master later on?
Well, it suggests it's definitely an advanced skill. You need that solid foundation first. But then the focus really shifts, it seems, to refining that precise timing, getting every little movement just right. It's not just hitting hard, it's hitting smart.
And hitting smart involves more than just the hitter, doesn't it? Our coaching guide source really hammers home the setter's role.
No, absolutely. The setter is like the quarterback of the offense. Their timing, their coordination, it's everything for setting up the attack.
They need to deliver that perfect ball height, speed, location.
Exactly. And they need to anticipate where the hitter will be and when. It's this constant dynamic connection. You asked how much setter variability matters.
Yeah.
Immensely.
Yeah, that makes sense. The guy talks about that hitter-setter connection too.
Yeah.
How a good setter knows their hitter's tendencies.
Right. They aren't just tossing the ball up, they're tailoring the set. They know who likes it high, who likes it faster, who needs it set a bit off the net maybe.
So it's this really precise synchronization needed between them.
It really is. If that set is even slightly off in timing or placement, it can completely disrupt the hitter's rhythm. Maybe the setter sees a blocker cheating in. So they adjust the set height slightly, give the hitter that extra split second they need to adjust their timing. It's very nuanced.
So if you're a player wanting to improve this timing, what are the key things to work on? The guide mentions footwork, jumped timing, arm swing.
Those are the core mechanics, yeah.
Yeah.
Your footwork gets you to the right spot at the right time. The jump timing is about meeting the ball at its peak.
And the arm swing has to sync perfectly with that jump to get power and reach.
All synchronized. It has to become one smooth, efficient movement.
And it's not just timing the set, is it? The guide mentions blocking, too. Attackers have to time their hit against the defense.
Definitely. You're almost never hitting into an open court at higher levels. There's a block forming.
So you've got to read that, adjust your timing, maybe change the shot.
All in that split second after you see the set and see the block forming. Good timing lets you make those adjustments, hit around the block, use the hands, find an angle. It's another layer of coordination.
Okay, let's talk drills. The guide mentions pepper. How does, a basic passing drill help with hitting timing?
Well, pepper builds overall ball control, reaction speed, just that feel for the ball.
Right.
So while it's not directly hitting practice, being smoother and quicker in handling the ball generally translates to better timing everywhere, including your attack approach. It makes you more reactive.
And setting drills. That seems more direct, focusing on precise touch and control.
Absolutely. Because consistent setting is the foundation for the hitter. If the set is predictable, it's much, much easier for the hitter to time their approach and jump. Good setting drills build that consistency.
Makes sense. It's all connected.
It's totally interconnected.
The guide also mentions individual practice, focusing on weaknesses, using repetition. That sounds critical for something like timing.
For sure. You have to deliberately practice it. You need to feel when it's right and when it's wrong, and just repeat that correct synchronization approach. Jump, swing until it's automatic. Muscle memory.
Now, thinking longer term, we have this reference to youth volleyball and the LTAD framework, long-term athlete development.
Right. LTAD basically says complex skills aren't learned overnight.
So timing and coordination fit into that. Skills built progressively over time.
Exactly. It emphasizes structured development, building fundamental motor skills first, then adding complexity. You wouldn't expect a young player to have perfect hitting timing. It develops gradually through stages of training.
Interesting. And there's a note here about coaching approaches in academies. Coaches often instructing more and letting players get more ball contacts in drills.
Yeah, that's a key point. Instead of the coach feeding every ball, the players pass and set more themselves.
How does that help timing?
It gives them a much better feel for the ball's flight, the rhythm of the game. They learn to anticipate and adjust timing through doing it, not just being told about it. It fosters that internal sense of timing.
Then finally, just tying it back to the athlete's own role. The need to always focus on improving all parts of their game.
Ultimately, yeah, it comes down to the player. They have to own their development, seek feedback, and put in the work specifically on syncing up their movements. That timing piece is just so critical for effective attacking.
So when you put it all together, effective attacking really isn't just about jumping high and swinging hard.
Not at all. It's this incredibly precise synchronization, anticipating the set, coordinating the approach, the jump, the swing, all to meet the ball at that perfect instant.
And mastering that timing, that coordination,
Yeah.
that's what really unlocks a player's potential on offense.
That's what turns a regular hit into a point-scoring weapon. It maximizes your height, your reach, your power, right at the crucial moment.
So for anyone wanting to explore this more, looking into specific hitting drills or maybe setter training techniques would be a good next step.
Definitely. And maybe something for you, the listener, to think about. Reflect on your own game, or even just watching a match. How much more effective could an attacker be with just a tiny improvement in anticipating the set or timing that jump? It seems small, but the impact could be huge.